Hello and welcome back. We find ourselves once again in Newark, New Jersey, in the world of darkness, where we follow our, well, not quite heroes, but ghouls and vampires making their way through the world of darkness. We are going to first drop in on our friend Sage. Sage, you were part of an operation that started with the ghouls infiltrating the Second Inquisition holding facility that you discovered. The vampires were in the hold of a smuggler's submarine. You got in, you found your way in, you eliminated some of the guards, and found the prisoners. Unfortunately, things went a little sideways. First Bryce, and then you ran afoul of a particularly large guard. You saw Bryce fall, and when you went to go help him, you felt the hand of a very large man grab hold of your neck, and things went black from there. Luckily, your friends, the vampires, woke up and they dealt with that problem. And they got everybody out. It was a success. You won. But it wasn't without a cost. You wake up. You hear the engine of the sub. You hear Prunella saying something, but it doesn't make any sense. You can't make it out. You should be knowing what she's saying, but you just can't. Your head hurts too much. And then you black out. You wake up again. You could hear the siren of an ambulance. You can't move your head. The sound is muffled through some sort of brace holding your head still. But you can see within your view Baron Gold next to you. You can feel the worry coming off of him. He's a very controlled man most of the time, but your bond allows you to feel his emotions even if he doesn't express them. And you can feel fear in him. A different kind of fear than you're used to feeling. You see him holding a hand. Someone's hand. A woman's hand. It's your hand. Why can't you feel your hand being squeezed? And then you pass out again. And then you wake again. Your neck hurts. You feel dizzy and like everything is underwater to you. Just everything isn't quite connected quite right. Also, you're looking at the floor, which seems wrong. Why are you looking at the floor? But you can hear two voices speaking. One is clearly Steve Francis, and the other one is clearly Baron Gold. They say her spine was severed. Even a ghoul take years to heal that. And Bryce? He's barely holding on. Ironically, as bad as his injuries are, they're less permanent. If he survives the surgery, he'll eventually recover. He has a collapsed lung, 6 broken ribs, one of his orbital bones is broken, compound fracture of the arm, some internal bleeding. But the surgeons have managed to get most of that under control. He's still getting worked on, but it looks okay. Will my blood help them? Some. Sage may be years from walking, but Bryce will recover in a few weeks given normal recovery time when he's regularly getting blood from you. But she's just going to take something more. All right. Contact the angel. You sure? Just do it. And then you go back to sleep. And as we leave Sage in unconsciousness, we're going to go check in on Ollie. Ollie.
Yes.
Give me your rouse and blush.
All right. Well, I managed to fail the rounds and pass the blush.
Okay. So you're a little hungrier. You wake up. You wake up and you realize you're back in your room. Sun hasn't set yet. You look over and you see the very torpid body of your sire.
Where have I placed this body?
That's up to you. Where would you have put it? If you put it in the closet?
Not in the closet. I probably would have put him into a chair. It's like he was sitting up, but just there.
So you weakened and Bernied him.
Yep, absolutely. That seems like what Ollie would do.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. And he's just looks like a dead body slumped in the chair.
Oh, you gotta get that fixed at some point. Rex, I don't know. I don't know how you managed to get yourself into this mess, but we're almost there. Just hang on for a bit longer.
Okay.
And then he's gonna take out his phone and start to go to text Miranda, and then realize that's a terrible idea.
Yeah.
And then Ollie would probably go, and given the immense amount of stuff going on and Sage's condition, probably try to create some art.
Okay. Well, you do your die roll for that, and while you do that, I'm going to check in with Prunella. Prunella. After the raid, everything, despite some mishaps here and there, everything went pretty well. You even got some time to celebrate with Hawk afterwards. But you're at home now, waking up. Give me your rouse and your blush.
I am hungrier.
Von Willebrand is currently attacking your foot. When you woke up, you made the mistake of moving it slightly, and
He attacked it, yeah.
Yeah, he attacked it. So you currently have a cat, big, fat, hairless cat, attacking your foot.
She'd snap at him and do the typical cat noise. The pss, 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 pss.
Yeah. He just kind of looks up at you. Meow.
What do you want, Willie?
Meow.
And she'd look around to see if there's something he's meowing at.
Nope. Just looking at you and meowing.
And I'm alone in my room.
Yep. Hawk had to go take care of some things during the day.
She'd get up and open the door, head towards going to feed the cat.
Okay.
She knows Sage isn't going to be doing it. Sage is in pieces.
Maybe. How do you feel after everything that happened?
She hadn't done that much people medicine in a very long time. And these were a bunch of people she actually gives a shit about. And likes, even. She's kind of, I guess, a little overwhelmed. And definitely not thinking about herself at all. She is so focused on everyone else. That's why, she wakes up immediately, take care of the cat. Then she's going to start doing all the texting and the checking in and seeing how Ollie is and how his corpse doing.
When you pick up the phone to start looking to text, you can see the last message from Alice.
She's just confused because it didn't seem like they were there. And she figures there's just somewhere else that they don't know of. Somewhere probably closer to home, which is worse.
Okay. And you and Ollie are now awake. Same time. You both wake up before the sun fully sets. You know that Amelia went somewhere with the people she had with her to take care of all of the people that y'all retrieved, some of which could be taken care of during the day. And Amelia has been off doing that.
You're muted.
You did say Prunella would be texting Ollie at some point? Or no? Did you say that? Maybe misheard that.
If he's not in the apartment, she would text him, yes.
Oh, he's in the apartment.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Good evening.
Yeah. Is it a good evening?
Evening.
It is in fact evening, I think. Well, almost evening, I guess.
Have you had news?
Have I had what?
Have you had any news?
No. I just have Rex in there staring at me. It's weird.
I mean, do you have anyone who can help you with that?
Oh, probably have to ask Gold. I'm not going to ask Steve. He'd be more likely to eat him than help him, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's... The only remaining chance we have at maybe getting a lead on Alice and Miranda.
Yeah. It's hard not to feel pretty hopeless right now.
Yeah. Gotta visit Sage, see how she's doing, checking on her later today.
Yeah. I
Or
hope
today.
she's vastly improved.
Yeah, she was in rough shape.
Yeah. She would text Gold, basically like, I'm awake, update, question mark.
Okay. You
Because
know,
she doesn't know where his humanity lies,
yeah,
whether he's awake or not.
yeah. You don't immediately get a response.
Shock.
But the two of you go about your sort of normal nightly business. As the sun sets, I assume the two of you go off to do your hunt.
Yeah, probably.
And while you're doing that, we're going to switch back to Sage for a moment. Sage, you wake up again. You find yourself sort of you're lying down. You're not entirely clear where you are right now. But there's a woman there. You still can't move your head for some reason. Or anything. And this woman looks down at you. And she's kind of blurry. Can't get a good look at her. But you can tell she's smiling. And then you feel her hand wrap around your throat. Which,
Oh.
yeah, go ahead.
No, you're good. I was looking at the wrong screen.
It's terrifying because you can feel the strength in her hand. And you're still human.
Mhm.
You can be choked out. And she is holding your throat. And then you feel a warmth. You're not sure what it is, but you feel a warmth in your neck. And then it sort of runs down your spine. And you feel... You ever had your arm fall asleep?
Yeah.
That almost painful level of tingling
Mm-hmm.
when it begins to wake up? You feel that at every extremity all at once.
Oh boy.
And you also feel something hit your face. Not like hard, like a liquid. And relatively quickly, you realize it's blood.
All right. It's obviously her blood, right? Or do I not know that?
It's her blood. And as she's holding you, you see an eye, a third eye, staring down at you.
Yeah, Sage is gonna try and spit out the blood.
She doesn't react to you doing that. She's just seems to be concentrating on you. And you can feel your body. It's almost painful at times when you feel bones clicking together. And then, after a moment or two, she takes her hand away from your throat and looks down at you. How are you feeling?
Numb.
Yeah, it takes a minute.
What the hell are you? Who the hell are you?
I'm Angela.
Hi, Angela. It's a pleasure.
It's a pleasure. She is a very tall woman, more than 6 feet tall.
Giant woman. Sorry.
You're good. You're good.
Yeah, she's just Sage is kind of like staring at her like I don't know what you are. You were just feeding me your blood, so you
No, it wasn't feeding me. It's just when I use my abilities, I tend to bleed.
Okay. You still haven't answered my questions.
All right. You're his ghoul, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jeremiah, I will do it on live. I'll yell at you on live to stop pushing buttons.
Okay. So, yeah, the woman's sits there and goes, "All right, Clarence protects me, so I would appreciate if you didn't go around telling people that you saw me."
All right, I won't, but can you please answer the question?
Sage, give me a intelligence plus occult, and yes, you can use your specialty.
Hell yeah. Intelligence and occult. Good. I need that specialty because this is not my best pool. I got 3. Oh, that's 4. I read the 7 wrong. I read it as 1. That's 4 successes.
All right. Do you remember Micah telling you a story about Salot and his children, the three-eyed healers, that are supposed to be infernalists, but really he didn't think that was true because they all they did was heal people. You think this is one of the children he was talking about?
Sage will just kind of like do a silent like, oh, you're one of those. Yeah, I don't think I'll be going anywhere anytime soon, so I don't think you got anything to worry. And
She actually cups your cheek a little bit as she reaches down and then pulls your head up so that you're sitting.
okay. We're sitting up now.
Yeah. The worst of the damage is healed. You're going to be sore for a while, but
That's just a normal Tuesday for me.
yeah. I'm going to go work on your boyfriend. You might want to call your friends. I think they thought you were dead.
Wouldn't surprise me. And she'll grab her phone and see how many millions of text messages she has from the coterie, if any.
Did you all send her any messages? Yeah. And she gets up and walks out.
Yeah, Sage at that point will slowly type out a message to... I would assume at this point we have like a coterie group chat. So she's just going to send it to the group chat like, I'm alive, and then like put the phone down.
Okay.
Gets a message back. Can we come visit you?
Both our phones ping ping, and we get excited.
Maybe, question mark? Is it still visiting hours?
She's alive.
It's Gold's Hospital.
Fair
You're not-
point.
Sage, you're not at the hospital.
Oh. Fair point, but I don't think I'm at the hospital.
Are you safe? And Ollie's gonna go over to Prunella like, where do you think she is?
I assume Gold's got a bunch of mansions all over New Jersey.
How many mansions could there be in New Jersey?
I know vampires always have mansions, don't they?
We don't have mansions. Oh, we have mansions.
Classy. We have a whole apartment building.
That's true. That's fair. It's a good building.
Yeah, before responding back to where she is, she's just gonna message Gold. Alive. Like the upside down smiley face.
Okay. After a moment or two, he comes into the room. You could feel the relief on his face, like coming off of him, actually. Just like the emotion of relief. You doing all right?
I'll manage.
Yeah, don't talk about her, by the way.
I can keep my mouth shut.
I know you can. Unlike certain people you live with.
That's why I keep my mouth shut. I know if I tell them certain things.
No, I'm glad you're all right. Now, quit being lazy. Get up.
Alright, I'll get up, and she'll attempt to get up. Do I get up?
Your legs work. You're a little weak. You'll be a little wobbly, but you're good.
Yeah, she'll get up and she'll mosey on over. They want to visit the other two.
I'll send a car around for them. They can come to the compound.
Alright, I'll just text the group chat. Gold sending a car. And
Ollie's go ahead.
And she'll slowly follow him. And you go, Ollie.
Ollie's gonna go into the bedroom and just throw a blanket over Rex as a precaution.
Okay.
Oh. And then, we get it. We get door-to-door service. That's something, bro.
As you are communicating, you hear something from out in the hall.
Is
Is
it
it
a
a
cow?
cow?
It is the cow.
Yeah.
Oh. I forgot about. Yeah, let's get her back. Let's get her back to. Ronaldo probably is missing her.
As you come outside, you see a young girl who you rescued, Sarah. And she's petting the cow.
Hi.
Hi.
So
How-
you stayed here.
Yeah, the nice lady who seemed very confused said she had to take care of a couple of bodies and said I'd be safe here. Is that okay?
Yeah. So you
S-
were awake during the day.
Yeah.
Okay, you go, Ollie.
I mean, we knew she doesn't know what she is. She doesn't know why she was there. We don't know why
Neither
she was
do
there.
we.
Well, do you? Why don't you come with us, and maybe Ronaldo can tell us what you are. We'll bring the cow to Ronaldo. Everyone in the elevator, come on.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Um. I. Okay. Are the men and the military guys going to come for me again?
We'd like to prevent
No,
that,
Okay.
but if they know about you and what you are, then yes, they will try. So you have to be very careful.
What
Did they call you anything?
subject?
Oh, right.
Subject. All right.
Um. Who are you?
I'm Prunella.
Hi. I like your hair.
Me too.
And
Ollie.
Yeah, I'm Ollie. Nice to meet you.
nice to meet you. What?
Do you like Daisy? She's a good cow.
She's very nice. I've never actually petted a cow before.
It's not that common inside city limits, I'll admit that.
Yeah.
true.
No, that's true. I don't know what. Nothing about the past month or so has been normal.
It's probably going to be that way for a while.
Whatever you did to get their interest means you're probably not normal.
I'm. I'm just. I work at a convenience store.
Has anything weird happened to you lately?
I mean, weirder than a normal convenience store.
Yeah.
Before men took you, like
Any
Any-
crazy dreams? Any time loss? Any blackouts?
No blackouts. There was uh there was the one guy who got drunk and fell through the front window of the store one day. That sucked. But
is he injured or
Did he bite you?
no, he didn't bite me. Do people get bitten a lot? Why does people keep asking me about being
Questions to
bitten?
answer, okay?
this isn't Florida? This is Newark. We're fine.
This,
Yeah.
this is you don't know how often saliva can be the source of things. Well, what's your last name?
Connors?
Look, there's a lot of breeding involved in stuff as well. The world is very simple.
Okay.
But so far you seem pretty mundane to me as well. Mediocre even.
Thanks. I think.
Were you named after the character in the movie?
What character?
Sarah Connor?
Connors.
Oh, with an S.
Yeah.
Big difference.
Yeah.
So you are not a time traveler, is what you're saying, and you don't have like a no.
You are not currently pregnant.
No one's trying to murder your child.
I had a boyfriend tell me once that we're all time travelers, just all in one particular direction.
Sounds like a real winner there.
Yeah, he was nice. A little weird, but nice.
Bing. So
You get off the elevator and go over to Ronaldo's door.
Come on, Daisy.
moo.
He and do you knock on the door?
Yeah.
You see coming to the door Ronaldo, but it's a Ronaldo who is completely chalk white. Even his clothes are white.
Fair enough. Yeah. Not gonna ask him to do anything. We shouldn't probably.
Hi, Ronaldo. Daisy wanted to come home.
You look like you could use some milk, maybe. I don't know.
What?
Your complexion is a little
Be less milk.
faded. Maybe less milk.
Where am I?
No worries. And Prunella's gonna just come in. She's gonna take a blanket off of his couch, wrap it around his shoulders. She's gonna walk over, open his fridge, locate literally any fluid that is not laced with LSD.
It's all laced.
I'm just some like grape juice, and then she's gonna, give him a glass of the grape juice.
That has the mescaline in it, though. So
Whatever. And she's gonna let you deal with the cow.
And Sarah walks in, looking around. This is very strange.
What, dear?
Well, this room, he has all this stuff. Also, the window looks like it's looking out at the mountains.
yeah, technology is amazing.
Yeah, it's like a projector screen. It makes him feel like he's not, in Newark.
Okay.
Maybe you look at your shoes for the rest of the time you're in here. And she'd go back to Ronald.
Yeah. After Ollie gets Daisy in place, he will join you with Ronaldo.
You know what? You need to come and sit. And she'd put him on his couch. You need to rest, drink this. And then she'd scrounge for a granola bar, something roughage.
Yeah, you find a granola bar with an expiration date of 1985.
For all we know, that's what year it is. So she's just gonna peel it back, give it a sniff.
Not real clear on whether or not it's supposed to smell that way, but you don't eat food anymore, so what do you know?
Hey, she knows what cardboard smells like. Does it smell like cardboard?
It smells mildewy.
She's gonna throw that away, and we're just gonna go with the juice.
Yeah.
And then
You
when
see
we come
him
back home, we'll grab some pizza for him, okay?
You see him reaching for the table and grabbing a book off the table and starts flipping through it.
I'll just order him a pizza now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sarah's
You think that that Gold's gonna let us take a? Well, maybe he knows what she is, or who she is, or who the his she is.
Sure. That
They
seems
are.
like
Sorry, hun. I'm not trying to assume your gender.
no, it's all right. I'm she, her. Well,
Okay.
thank you for asking. I have friends that it's very important to them.
It's good to always ask.
I have a question.
yeah, go for it.
Is that a Tesla coil?
Yeah.
He's really into sci-fi law.
He's also an inventor, so
Yeah, he actually goes really far.
I think he said something about working on a way to create clean energy that could power the planet. I think he might be a little bit off there, but if he's got the solution, let's help him find it, I suppose.
Okay.
You have an interest in science, physics, technology.
I think I'm too dumb for science.
Oh, never put yourself down. First of all, women are superior in intellect in general, so you've got a foot in the door.
Okay.
Yes, Prunella is definitely the smart one.
Oh yeah.
100% truthfully.
Int wasn't my dump stat. Not at all.
Oh.
So
Why don't you come with us? We'll
okay.
yeah.
We'll see if you can come with us. Otherwise,
Should we?
maybe you go get some pizza for Mr. Ronaldo.
No, I don't think she should go anywhere because they might. We should probably. Do you have an extra wig that she could have? Maybe something to disguise her. If they're looking for her, like I don't know what kind of resources they have.
You know what? Yes. And she'd go upstairs really quickly and come back down, and she would hand a wig over, just like, and as soon as Sarah took it from her, she'd do this like, ugh, get it, like as if it had something on it.
She'll look at it and try and put it on, and she doesn't really place it well. It's clear she doesn't wear wigs that often.
No, Prunella would begrudgingly like fix it on her, and then just be like, and as she steps away, Ollie would probably, if he's with it, at all, he would immediately see that this wig looks like Eileen's haircut.
He's just gonna look over at Prue for a minute and be like, "We'll
Like,
talk
I'm gonna
about
keep
that."
that and ever wear it. It's ruined.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I understand. Yes.
And as soon as she said that, she'd like look at Sarah and be like, "No, you look lovely. You're fine. I am never going to wear that."
Emotional baggage.
Yeah, and Sarah is a tiny, skinny, kind of awkward girl.
She's like, you said like 18, 19-ish?
Yeah, maybe 19, 20 at the utmost. You're not real clear. She looks young. She looks awkward. And, yeah, you don't know what to make of her because she doesn't look like she fits in kind of anywhere. She looks awkward.
Like Ronaldo.
Yeah, well, Ronaldo sort of embraces it as his, like, the universe bends to the fact that he's weird. She just looks like she's out of place.
Well, we're gonna go talk to people who are better at figuring those things out, and we can at least promise to try not to let you die.
Yeah.
Try. Promise. That's actually a really good promise.
We're pretty good at not letting people die, generally speaking.
Okay. Is this something I should be afraid of?
Were you not that when you were in the cages with all of the supernatural monsters?
Yeah.
No, you felt completely safe at that time. Okay.
Who were those people?
Don't worry about it. Might be best if you don't remember anything from this point on.
Spooks. They were spooks.
They were spooks?
It was a bad dream.
It was she needs to know that it was real, otherwise she will end up there again. Or whatever new facility they have.
I would give anything for some Edge Directive right now.
Who was the big guy?
Doesn't matter anymore.
The guy with the
Adam.
stitches. Yeah. Adam?
No, nice fella.
Uh-huh.
I'm sure we'll probably see him again at the worst possible time. You know. Maybe not you. Us.
Okay.
Cursed.
And then as you are having this talk, there's a knock on Ronaldo's door.
Is it the pizza? It might be the pizza. I'll get it.
Open the door. Pizza. Oh.
It's Anthony.
Give me 1 second. I gotta. And Ollie's gonna go over to Ronaldo, hand him like $50, and be like, "The pizza's coming. Just make sure to answer the door and eat the pizza. You need to get your strength back." And then head back out. Let's. We have a. It's a gesture at Sarah.
Extra? Plus
yeah,
one.
a +1.
A familiar.
He looks at you, looks at Sarah,
It's a long story.
looks back at Ollie, like he's looking for something, and then he realizes something, and then looks over at Prunella, like, "No, you're the one that I need to ask questions of."
And on that note, Ollie will break in. She was in the facility. They had her. I don't know what she is.
What is it, Peaches?
Peaches.
Gumdrop?
I like that.
Babe?
Bring her if you want.
All right.
Ooh, can we like put a bag on her head and stuff? Is that necessary? Would that help?
Look, I don't know if she's here as your snack or what, but
No, I don't. Y'all are nasty. But we don't know what she is, why she was also in there. Everybody else made sense. She's a big old question mark. A question mark that should not be left by herself anywhere. So,
Yeah.
your best judgment there, Peaches. Should she come or be left to the wind and we find out later that we really wish we had not done that?
up to you. Come on.
Cool, let's go.
She's coming with
Everybody
us.
in the car with Peaches. Go.
You get into this very nicely laid out Mercedes that he's driving. And Sarah looks around. I've never been in a car this nice. This is pretty nice. Oh, look, they have drinks. Is this wine? She holds up a bottle of some red liquid. Is this wine?
Put it down. Put it down. Stop touching things.
Are you
What do
even
want?
old enough to
Putting
drink?
fingerprints on everything. You're still alive.
Are you old enough to even drink?
I mean, I've been to
That's a no.
parties.
That's a no.
No, fair. Oh, you worked at a convenience store. You have to be because you have to sell it, right? Is
No,
that how the laws work here? I don't even know.
I mean, I'll be 21 next month.
Okay.
Do you know what year it is?
2025, I think.
Okay, cool. Sorry. Look, I'm just checking all the boxes. You, again, so far you're very normal.
Yeah. Okay.
What happened the day they took you?
These very big men came into my house.
Before that.
I was asleep.
Before that.
I worked my normal shift.
Was that the same shift with the guy who was thrown through a window?
The guy got drunk and flung himself through the window, I think. And then there was there was the car that caught fire out in front of the station.
That also happened the night before they took you?
No, that was the night before that.
And what happened the night before that?
Well, this guy tried to rob the place, but the gun jammed.
How long have you worked there?
A few weeks.
What day did you start working there? Not important.
It was a Tuesday, obviously.
I'm gonna ruin him. McCoy's like, what?
I'm gonna try something, and I'm probably gonna regret it because I always regret it. But I would like to use share the senses on Sarah.
Yeah, because that's always worked out so well for you.
You know, I don't learn my lessons.
Is she
That's
on acid right now? It can't be that bad.
I passed my rouse check,
Okay.
but I'd be going to go ahead and like all 5 senses, see how it goes.
While she was telling that story of that whole week leading up to her, can I roll insight on all of that?
Yep. By all means. What did you get on your share the senses?
Oh, do I have to roll again? I guess it's not immortal. It may not be immortal.
I mean, it is immortal, so
You tell me. I mean, okay. Check my.
I think you have to rouse though.
I did. I roused and I passed the rouse.
Okay.
If I need to roll, I can roll.
No, you're good.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So you share the senses with her. She perceives like a normal human being. Like she can hear, she can smell, Um, she's looking at Prunella anytime she talks, uh, eyes wide, just trying to take in everything. Um, Anytime somebody talks to her, you see her shift her attention back and forth, like she's terrified.
Fair enough. I'm gonna leave it on for now and see. just out of curiosity.
Sure.
Yeah.
But Prunella, you get that she doesn't know what the hell is going on, and she's scared. Like she doesn't know why she was taken. She genuinely doesn't. Everything has gotten steadily weirder in her life since about maybe a little before she got taken, but after she got taken, everything went to crap, and she doesn't know what to do with anything. Like those guys look like they were government troops, so she's not sure if she can report it into anybody. And she's with these two weirdos who were clearly grilling her, and she's not sure if she can trust you or not. You can tell that she's like she doesn't know where she's at and what's going on. And fear is probably the most dominant emotion in her head right now. And maybe not understanding everything that's going on around her.
Maybe slow on the uptake, but Prunella reaches over and gives her like a little pat on her knee. We're gonna figure this out and make sure that it's safe for you to go back to whatever you feel like going back to. And then she's gonna like rummage around, find her Purell, and then like shake her head, and then pull out like a Starburst and hand it to her and like have some candy. It's gonna be okay.
Oh, okay.
You're lucky that wasn't a dog biscuit, honestly.
Okay.
Are you sure it's not a dog biscuit?
No,
Sure?
it's a Starburst. I double checked.
Yeah.
At first I thought it was a now and later, but no, it's definitely a Starburst.
Okay. I have a question.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Me? Her?
Yeah, like you dress like you're going to the beach, but you're really pale. I was wondering if maybe you were sick.
It's a condition. Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. I hope I wasn't impolite.
No, you're fine. Well, once we figure out what you might be, I think I might be able to help you understand.
I'm
more.
Sarah. I think we covered this.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they could have.
Connors with an S.
Yes.
But also, I don't know. Maybe they didn't make a mistake, and if you,
It's like how I find it hard for me to believe that they like make that kind of mistake. It's pretty easy to test whether or not you are amongst other things. As she realizes now with how she's reacting to Ollie that this girl has no idea why we were literally corpses for the entire day.
yeah.
She didn't check your bedrooms.
Thank goodness she's so polite. It just robbed us, you know.
Well, she wasn't in our apartment. She was downstairs. Our door has a lock. I
We
say.
wanted the whole apartment building.
Yeah.
And
So-
the cow. She could have taken the cow.
After about 20 minutes of driving, you get to what looks like a mansion, I guess. There's a gate, and then you have to drive some further to get into this nice old sort of compound with a large sort of horseshoe-shaped building, I guess. There's the wings that go forward, and then the center part, and you pull up to it. And when you get there,
You were right, Prue. It is a mansion.
yeah,
Just saying, there's something about how often the literature gets stuff right.
and when you look around, you notice one thing in particular.
Just glad we don't spark.
You can't see the road from the front of the house, which is another way of saying the front of the house is not visible from outside. You
Fair enough.
went over some rises and hills that were just gradual enough that you might not notice, but they block the view of the house.
Nice. This is the... Yeah. Oh.
And
Let's go find Sage. Sure she's okay.
speaking of which, Sage,
Yes.
you, after a couple of minutes of talking to Gold, somebody comes in with a wheelchair. I was like, I know you're up and about, but can you get in this just till you're fully recovered?
Yeah, I'll hop in.
Good, good, good. And as you're getting in, the tall woman that was in earlier, Angela, sticks her head back in and says, he will be okay. I healed him somewhat. He'll be up and about soon. He was asking about, I guess, your Sage.
That's me.
Yeah. Your boyfriend was asking about you.
She'll look at Gold.
Yeah. You two will definitely get some alone time, I'm sure, but your friends are pulling in right now. Do you want to meet them?
Yeah, I'll go meet them. Right. All right.
You broke up a little bit there.
Can't you tell Bryce that I'll be all right and I'll be right there?
Yeah, absolutely. And Angela steps over, pats your shoulder. I will be out of sight while your friends are here. Please, again, don't tell them about me.
Where are you?
Exactly. And Sage has walked out to the front. And as the two of you are pulling up and getting out of the car, you see her sitting in a wheelchair. You can see what looks like red marks on her throat. But otherwise, she looks more or less the same as normal.
No. We're rolling some medicine and not know how. We got kindred knowledge, people knowledge, animal knowledge, all the knowledge. She would know whether or not that's possible without certain other things. So we whatever I gotta roll, because this is some bullshit right here. Big bunch of hooey.
Ollie doesn't have any clue. He's just walking over to Sage. Sage, you okay? He sort of kneels down next to the wheelchair. You gonna be all right?
Yeah, I may need to spar with you a little bit more often if I'm gonna be reckless like this again.
Whenever. I like this idea.
Yeah.
You were going to do a medicine check to look at her?
Yeah, what am I rolling? Medicine.
Wits or intelligence? I'll let you pick.
All right.
Four? Okay. Mm-hmm. You saw her last night. You were fairly certain she had a C-spine break. Her neck was visibly discolored. Her back was sticking out. She had a significant concussion. Her head was broken. She's fine.
So you look perfectly fine.
It's what happens when you
Yeah, magically.
when you and she'll motion to herself and the room and mainly Gold and them.
Yeah.
I'm still injured. How are you? It's okay.
You make a deal with the Fae?
I'm not Ollie.
It all worked out. I don't know why you still like. Phil was there.
Is
She's-
Gold there? Who pulled her out? Who rolled her out? Who's here?
Yeah.
Gold.
Gold is who wheeled her out.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to say she was definitely asking the words to Sage, but she was looking at Gold as she was like, "You make a deal with the Fae," because she knows that there's something going on. This is screwy.
And at this, the little girl comes, little Sarah comes around and goes, "Hi."
Hello, I see you got out.
Yeah.
Does Sage notice the uncanny wig?
Oh yeah, I'm sure it's still
Yeah.
like off kilter.
Hey, Prue fixed it a little.
Yeah. Proof it some.
You changed your hair.
She had this wig. I don't normally have this color hair. But do you think it looks good?
I think you look great.
Thanks.
Prue just be like I'm gonna. Should I just thrown it away?
I'm guessing these two shanghaied you.
You think we should have left her
You want her-
unsupervised without?
wandering about, getting recaptured? I don't think so.
Oh,
This is a nice house.
Yeah, it's a very nice house.
Amelia's not here, so I would have assumed whoever was left behind would have been left with her.
Yeah, Amelia had things to do, and she was wandering the halls with Daisy.
Yeah.
So we decided to.
And I don't know if Evelyn was even there.
And Ronaldo is no shape to babysit. He needs rest and pizza.
There's so
And
many
babysitting.
orphans coming in and out of our apartment building these days.
Do you know if we can get to go goulash anywhere? I bet he'd like that.
I'm sure I can find a place.
We should do that later.
We just need to feed him. And this whole conversation's just nonsensically happening in front of poor Gold.
Hey, Sarah walks up to Gold. Hi. Sticks her hand out. He shakes her hand. Hello.
She was in the facility.
She was
I
in
don't know why she was in the facility. I just wondering if maybe.
like us, and she's not like them, and she wasn't all stitched together, and she doesn't seem to crave the attention of us.
I don't think she's like Phil.
Yeah, that would be weird.
We've noticed
Okay.
So,
that. You know anyone who might be able to figure out that?
like,
Don't say
does
Steve.
the government make mistakes?
Eben kind of goes, huh. You remind me of my granddaughter. You want to go inside, have a sit down, watch some TV while we figure some things out? She's like, I guess. Excellent. And he takes her inside. It's probably the most human you've ever heard him sound.
I was about to be like, how nefarious did that conversation come off?
So what is he feeling right now?
A mix of nostalgia and worry.
I'd like to remind you that I still have all the senses of the unseen, or share the senses up. We'll see if that gives me any information, I suppose, later.
Yeah, he sets her down in front of a nice big screen TV, gives her the control, tells her, they say it's a internet thing. I don't understand. if you can figure it out, watch what you want. I'll make sure somebody brings you some lemonade.
My God, what is it? 1968.
He's old. I don't think y'all realize how old gold is.
On the inside.
And all he'd be talking to himself, lemonade, really?
Lemonade?
But
What are you gonna give it ginger snaps too?
You're craving lemonade all of a sudden?
No, I just didn't realize that. Never mind. It's not important.
Didn't
Yeah.
realize what?
I miss mojitos.
Nothing. I've got good hearing. He offered her lemonade. It's a thing.
I could go for a good mojito right now.
That seems like a better offer given what I've been through.
Prue would kind of like poke at an area that she remembers having protrusions
How?
not but 8 hours before.
yeah, it feels bruised.
Yeah,
Yeah,
can we not
like-
do that? I still am in a lot of pain.
Oh, well, I'm sure that there's probably some more of this magical bubble gum that they stuck you back together with laying around. It'll be fine. And she's just like super pissed off that there's something screwy going on.
She's better. If Gold
we
made a
not-
deal with the Fae, that's fine.
Do we
What
not
is
realize how many
Dark
times
carnival crap going on here?
it's not that
What if
kind
they
of
had a meaty like flay some jellyfish into you so that
None
you
of that happened. I'm a
Part
fast healer.
jellyfish.
You've seen? I've been in West. I was in an explosion.
No, no. Even when you got the stabbed and exploded.
you might have had some hair singed off, maybe some degrees of burns, but you didn't have that many of your insides pushing themselves outward to your outsides.
It was
The
rough.
cap would go back on the bottle that time. This time, the cap wouldn't go back on the bottle.
I was this close to embracing you, and then I wasn't sure you'd survive it. Like, that's how bad you were. Not good.
It's a flesh wound. I'll be fine, guys.
Hey,
Just
Sage,
a flesh wound.
Yeah.
give me a stamina plus awareness.
Okay.
Concealed object.
You
No.
can only pretend to be this strong for so long.
Awareness plus body, your own body, I guess. That makes sense.
That's 4 with a crit.
Okay. You realize something.
Mhm.
When you got caught in the explosion and the electrical discharge last time, it left a bunch of scars on you.
Mm-hmm.
They hurt. When the weather's a particular way, you can feel the sort of bumps on your skin. Some of them are gone.
Which ones?
Like all along
So
your
the electrical one, is the staking one still there?
this when you reach up to touch, like you can sort of tell it's there, but nowhere like you used to.
Huh. Some good Kool-Aid.
Yeah, magical bubble gum.
She said it was magical Kool-Aid, so let's go with magic Kool-Aid, maybe? I don't know. Bubblegum? Could be
And at
Scotch
that,
tape,
duct tape.
all equally unbelievable. But I'm not mad at you. She says she would say that at Sage, but she really is pretty pissed off at Gold.
at that, Steve Francis steps out in the front porch. Hello.
You know,
Hi, Steve.
I'm happy to see you.
I'm always happy to see you, Prunella. You know me. And
No.
Sage is looking great.
Yeah, why is that?
I don't know. Why is that? I can't really tell you, can I?
Whatever medicine y'all gave me, it's working wonders.
Where's Bryce?
Who?
Never mind.
Adults are talking.
Wait, is that the guy that they were talking to me about? The ghouls?
Sure.
Yeah, probably.
Is he okay? She's talking to Sage.
He'll manage. He's still recovering. I
Good.
think he woke up right before y'all got here.
Oh. Who?
Don't worry about it, Francis. How are you?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm perfectly peachy. I have Sage here, who is looking much better.
Yeah, magically.
Hey, Steve.
Yeah.
The hocus pocus stuff you do, can you like tell if someone's like a werewolf or like a goat man or a vampire or a wizard, a mage? Can you tell?
I mean, generally, there's always a possibility somebody slips under the radar. But yeah, most of the time, I can tell.
More so, would it be very likely to accidentally take a 100% mundane mortal and not be able to tell whether or not they are a monster, a ghost, kindred, lupine?
I mean,
Is it?
I wouldn't make that mistake, but not everybody is as good at this as I am. Perfection is hard to achieve.
I'm
Sure.
sure it is.
Mm-hmm. Well, if it's okay with gold, we have a big old question mark for you.
Okay. By the way, you look lovely tonight.
What do you want?
I was wondering if I might borrow Hawk a little.
Borrow.
Well, he's your toy now.
You know what? When you have learned how to go about opening these sorts of negotiations, we can have these kinds of talks.
I mean, I can always just make another. But
You can, and I will be incredibly nice to them, and they will hopefully not explode.
Yeah, hopefully not explode again.
Sage just slowly turns and looks at Prue.
Well, she knows that there's probably like so little humanity to even try to take a shot at, but she's going to keep shooting and remind him any chance she can about the needless life that has been lost and his blood is on his hands.
he just looks at you and, oh, did you happen to find any clues as to your friend Alice?
At the facility, no. There
That's
didn't
a
seem to be
shame.
any reason for us to believe that they were in that particular facility.
Well, that is a shame. Oh, well.
Insight.
Same, but it's not going to do me any good.
You're like, I would say insight, but I don't have very
I
good.
have a dot now. And a very specific specialty, which I don't think comes into play in this situation.
If we want someone to roll insight, I'll roll it.
You can, yeah, that seems
Like, can I
reasonable.
give her my dice?
Yes, you can give her a die.
It's like,
I
What
can
is
help
the
too.
name for it?
You
My-
get two assistance dies.
Two
It's like
insight,
my
and
pool-
it's insight with what?
Wits.
see, my pool is 6. What's yours?
6.
So, yeah, no, go ahead, take an extra from me. It doesn't matter either way. But the two of us are like, you better not be telling us that you have Alice and Miranda. That would be a very bad thing.
It feels like that, right? Like,
Yeah, like the way you just did that, I was like, I didn't actually need an excuse to come for Mr. Francis, but if you're going to give us one.
I know
5.
how I'm waking up Rex now.
5. Okay.
Was he jealous that I hated Eileen too much? He was like, hold my beer.
He's a hard one to read in general because, I mean, let's face it, he's a sociopath. He was before he got embraced. But you're fairly certain that he was doing that to see something about Prunella. Like he was trying to pull something out of Prunella, and you're not sure what he was trying to pull, save possibly that it wasn't that he was trying to be mean exactly. It was more like he was trying to gauge a response.
He was fishing.
He's fishing. He wanted to know something about where Prunella's head is.
You want to know where Prunella's head is? Thinking about a conversation she overheard at the Dark Carnival. That's where Prunella's head is.
Yeah. Sage is just gonna kind of like, huh, and lean back in her wheelchair.
All right. Well, he just kind of looks at her. Well, is there someone you wanted me to look at? A roommate? Did you collect another stray?
Yes, but if you hurt her, I'm going to be very unhappy, Francis.
Like I said, as long as it is okay with Mr. Gold for us to let you look at her. No hanky-panky. No sparkle magic blood bullshit. You keep it to yourself.
Unless you use the sparkle magic blood bullshit to figure it out, in which case...
With permission.
How close do you want me to look?
That's what I was about.
Closer than the government did.
I mean, I could test her blood.
Okay.
I have a feeling you're going to be like, she's a human. I'm going to be like, yeah.
Okay. Well, let's go look.
Let's go look. Yeah.
And he actually grabs the back of Sage's chair and pushes her into the house.
I can wheel myself.
No, it's no problem.
He's so excited to get to lick a drop of some strange girl.
That tracks. He is crazy.
You're letting the Tremere do Tremere things? Who would have thought
like,
they'd be excited?
What now?
So he takes you into the sitting room. You see Sarah sitting there with a glass of lemonade and a plate full of cookies in front of her. Going, hi.
Hey, Sarah, this gentleman is going to examine you carefully and respectfully to see if we can figure out maybe why they took you in the first place.
Is Gold in the room?
He apparently had just brought the plate of cookies.
And the lemonade.
Yeah.
Is it cool if Steve takes a look, gives us at least all the what she's not?
He looks at Steve, goes, just a look. Okay, I won't test the blood. All right. And as he takes, Francis goes over and looks at, hello. Sarah kind of.
He has the sheer senses on.
I can't with y'all. I can't take y'all anywhere.
Leaning over to Prunella, he has horrible breath.
Oh, I bet.
How would you know that, Ollie?
Good senses. Good senses.
The senses with her?
No,
Like since we got here.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Okay. He takes a look at her. I will do a die roll thing.
Polka dot afros.
Birthday.
All right, and that is okay. So you see him look at her. His eyes go a little pale for a moment as he looks at her. Like the irises just lose color for a second. And then well, that's interesting.
What is interesting?
Huh. She's human.
Oh. And
Not much of an and. I mean, there's looks like she's haunted, but other than that, she's fine.
well, that's probably what it is. Haunted with
Oh, the man in the window, the car fires. Maybe. I could see that.
Yeah, it's a ghost.
a car fire man window ghost.
No, I mean, I can get more information if you want. And his eyes turn black, and she yells and starts crawling away from him.
And Ollie is terrified.
Ollie,
Yeah.
I've seen this before. Come on now. Ollie's gonna go over and like comfort her. He's just don't worry. Remember,
You've only ever seen somebody's eyes turn black once,
I wasn't there, so
and it was in fact the
Liz.
Hakata, Liz.
I wasn't there.
Yeah.
Things
So,
would have been differently.
yeah.
So yeah.
Ollie, you see his eyes turn black like Liz, and Sarah starts to panic and back up.
I'm gonna go over there and like just put an arm around her and be like, "It's okay. You were locked up with worse than that. No, close to worse than that."
And you see step across the room. Gold steps between Steve and the girl.
It was just a look.
Well,
Prunella would like go and pet the top of Steve. Good, Steve. Very good. Down. Down.
Yeah, he doesn't. You go to touch him, he shifts away, like almost scary fast. Like,
Is there any paper near her that she can roll up?
like a newspaper.
Magazine?
yeah, no, there's the business
hello?
section. Is
Oh,
sitting
there's
on the-
yeah. No, she roll it like fast and whatever. You be fast. She's gonna swat him and keep trying until he no bad.
Is gonna roll over to Sarah and be like, "You want to go for a bit of a walk? I know the area."
Yeah.
All right, and she's just gonna roll with Sarah out of the room and let them handle this.
All right. We you and Sarah leave the room. Ollie, you and Prunella are there. Gold's like, all right, enough. Francis, his eyes go back to normal. What? All I was doing was looking.
She got scared. What'd you see?
There's a ghost stuck to her.
Does
Okay.
it look like a?
No, it's like it's kind of hard to tell where it came from, but it's a guy. Looked Middle Ages ish. Seemed like a nice enough fellow. Was pretty angry. Do you know what a feta is?
It's like the thing on a bird. Is
Not a feta.
that what you said?
Cheese.
That's
No.
the feta, I think.
Fetters are things that hold ghosts to the world.
Okay.
She's got like 3 of them attached to the spirit, attaching to her.
They're all people that died at her shop. This poor girl.
Okay.
Okay.
Not like a thing that people can just naturally do is collect ghosts.
Not normally. I think one got attached to her and did something around her, and then the others attached to her after he did whatever he did.
Okay.
So
So we've got a mortal who knows way too much about this, who's also being hunted by the SI
I just
and has ghosts.
I don't really want to talk to any more Hakata. The last experience wasn't great, and maybe we can talk to someone else who can help us.
Oh, I can take care of the
Oh
problem.
no, you're good, but thank you.
No, it'll be no trouble at all.
No, that's okay. You stop now. You know what? I have never in this whole fucking game. She is going to dread gaze with Steve right now.
Oh yeah, bro.
All right.
Never in this whole goddamn game. She's gone toe with gold before this.
Uh-huh. Let's
Let's go
do-
with that hard stat.
Let's do it. Let's do
No,
it.
she's not going to get loud.
Are you maybe she will.
That hard stat audacity showing right now.
All right.
I don't even know what I have to do for this. Just a rouse check?
So for that particular ability, let me see. Dread gaze. I believe it is a charisma plus your presence versus his composure plus resolve, and he gets to add any fortitude he has if he's got unswayable mind. So
one rouse check, charisma, and presence.
yep.
Whew. Well,
At least she's not dread gazing Sarah. I'm sure that would end poorly.
I'm already really excited because I crit.
Roll willpower. Get it all the way up there. Just keep going.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with the crit.
Okay.
This is why I throw Marguerite's right dice into Prunella's sometimes. They do good for me.
He gets 9 with the crit.
Told you should have used that willpower.
Bad things happen when I lose all my willpower.
That's true.
He looks at you. Because to do dread gaze, You basically drop your teeth and growl at someone. It is explicitly, I'm a vampire and I'm making you afraid.
Look, either she sounded like Simba as a little cub in the ravine, or she didn't.
You were genuinely, to anyone normally, you would have been absolutely terrifying. A human being would have shut down immediately and crawled into a ball and pissed themselves. Like they would have gone. Most vampires would have backed down. He looks at you and just kind of blankly stares back.
There's just nothing left in there. She'd still try to boop him on the nose with the newspaper.
Okay. He doesn't move. You boop him on the nose with the newspaper. So, are you saying you don't want me to take care of the problem?
We have lots of friends. Something you might consider as an option sometimes rather than just killing everything.
I mean, it would take care of the problem.
Killing all your friends?
No, killing her.
No.
You mean the ghost problem? Wouldn't like they just like attach to you or something?
No. You destroy the feta, you release the ghosts.
We're going to talk to some other people.
Yeah. We know a guy.
Actually, we know a couple.
Yeah.
She kind of like, I'm like, shut up.
Gold was like, yeah, give me a moment with Steve. Sage, you are going through the halls with Sarah. She actually starts to step behind you. Do you want me to push?
Oh, you don't have to do that, but if you'd like, you can. I'm not going to stop you, but I also am good.
Is this your house?
No, but I'm related to the owner. And she'll motion back towards Gold.
Okay. Where are we going?
Sage probably would have started heading towards Bryce's room. We're gonna go visit someone who helped get you out. Check and see how he's doing.
Okay.
I promise he's not as strange as the others. I like to keep company around me. They mean well. They're just a little odd.
All right. So you find your way to where you're pretty sure Bryce is. And as you get there, you open the door. Standing just inside is a man. And he it's not Bryce, it's like a guard. You've seen this kind of guy before. He's just muscled there. He looks at you, ma'am.
I'm with the big guy.
I know, ma'am.
And she's with me. And she'll motion to Sarah.
Would you like some privacy?
For now, if you please.
Yes, ma'am. And he goes out. It is a bit odd, but you've seen it happen before because you are so associated with gold. The people who work for gold will sometimes be deferential with you. The ones who aren't are the people who are like higher ups, but all of his rank and file know that you are somewhere in the chain of command above them. So
Yep.
You're a mobster now.
Yeah, we'll process that later. We're gonna compartmentalize that like everything else.
And as you are getting in there, Bryce sits up. And he looks like he's got bruises and such, but nowhere near as bad as when you last saw him. And with that, we are actually going to take a 5-minute break. We're a little bit late on taking our break tonight, so we're just going to do that real quick. We'll be back in 5 minutes or less.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Black Rose Society, a game of swashbuckling action, suspenseful intrigue, and corsets in places you would never expect to find corsets, all set in the world of 7th Sea. So, as the door finally bursts open, Sylvester steps in and he just glares at you, and his eyes go wide with fury. He says, "It is you, Demetrius Penn, rogue of the bedroom, thief of virtue, seducer of women."
Hello. Your eyes do not deceive you. Demetrius Penn is here, and enjoy your night. I know she did. And then I run off.
As you move along, you come to a passage that opens into a large, well-lit chamber. A chimney of sorts above you funnels warm air up and out of this room, keeping it relatively chilled. And inside, you see a number of cadavers in various stages of embalming.
Jackpot! And starts pulling out her tools. She takes the skin from between the fingers. She plucks the pinky nail off. She sits there and goes, I'm very, very sorry about this. But we all have our own individual practices, and she's talking to the cadavers as she's working.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't help but overhear that you were talking about some people who shouldn't be here. We're worried about some duelists. Is there something that people should be aware of?
He then looks around and notices that everyone else is down. And looks at the two of you. Fucking Inish.
You wish you were fucked by the Inish.
May I announce Miss Verity Laurise Victoire Couteau, daughter of the Honorable Curias Victoire Couteau of Montaigne, granddaughter of the hero of the Aberdeen Fields, and duelist of the School of Ambrosia.
Well, I would definitely bask in the extra couple of Mississippis of everyone turning their attention to me. And by the time he's finally been well, fine, she'll just have drop the jacket and be clearly fully dressed for a duel, just in a nice leather bodice set, and she's got her sword at, and she's just all right. And again, the boots are the whole outfit.
Body types. There's actually one gal that you would guess. You don't know if she's from Vestin Monavignyar, but she's clearly of Vestin heritage. Tall, blonde, tied back down to her butt.
She looks like she can kill me. The lean on the arm, I don't know. There's 3 of everyone. You bring me to the nicest places, you know that.
The local guildmaster is quite a fan of freckles.
Well, that is wonderful to know. Thank you for letting that slip. I didn't even have to bribe you for that bit.
Only the first taste is free.
He puts down some gold. How much else is free?
Okay. Well, welcome back. Sorry for the brief break there. We as we return back stage, you've just turned up in Bryce's room. He sits up. He definitely looks in better shape than he did when you last saw him.
Well, good morning to you.
Hi.
You also saw?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, don't let Prunella near you because she's going to poke you and it's going to hurt.
And Sarah's like, hi? He looks over. Hi.
She was in one of the cells.
Oh, all right. Yeah, the one that we couldn't figure out. Okay.
Yeah. I'm guessing Prue and Ollie picked up another stray. No offense. It's just...
She
like
leans
to
down,
collect.
leans down to your ear and goes, "Is he your boyfriend?"
This one, yeah.
Okay. Hi.
His family's the one that owns this place.
Oh. Okay. Do you want me to leave?
You don't have to. I figured get you away from the crazies for a little bit. It can get a little jarring.
Yeah, they keep talking to me like I'm something weird.
Again, they're a little weird. So I apologize for that.
Are they sick?
Potentially.
They're very pale.
Oh no, that's they don't get outside enough.
Oh. Is it the drugs?
No, it's not drugs, I promise you that. They need to I think the phrase is touch grass.
Oh.
They like to stay inside a lot. And their work keeps them inside. Being an artist and a designer.
She's like, "Oh, okay." She goes and sits down. And for the first time, you kind of get the impression that she is beginning to break down a little as she just puts her head in her hands. She's like, "Am I ever going to be able to go home?"
We'll get you home, don't worry.
Will those men be there?
Hopefully not. That's why we had to break Ollie out.
They work for the government, right?
Potentially, but not a part of the government we support.
I'm not stupid. I mean, I'm kind of stupid.
You're not stupid. It's just the less you know, the safer you'll be.
There were some very strange people in that place.
Strange how.
Like the guy who looked like he was covered in stitches. And there was a guy down the way, I swear he howled like a wolf every once in a while. Made loud noises. And then there's that one guy who looked like he was something out of a horror movie. His flesh was all stretched in different ways.
Yeah, there's... How do I say this? They potentially thought you were something else.
Like what?
No clue. They like to take random people off the streets, the ones that are considered to be the oddballs, the weirdos, when they're just normal people.
Oh. And you came to rescue me?
We came to rescue whoever was captured in there.
I've never had anybody come for me for anything.
Don't you fucking do this to me, Jeremiah. Fuck you. Well, you can't say that anymore because we came for you.
Okay.
And we got you out there, like I said.
I've been gone for a month. I was in there for a month.
They had you in there for a month. What were they doing to you? Did they do stuff to you?
And they drew a lot of blood. And there was a couple of times where people yelled at me. One guy pointed a gun at me, fired it, like right near me. And then, well, the second time the gun blew up in his hand. It was kind of gross.
Yeah, that is never fun when that happens. Do you remember anything they were yelling at you?
Like, one came in and insulted me, called me a waste, and called me things like the people at the foster home used to call me, and
Sage will get a little sad at that. Fuck you, Jeremiah.
I think they were trying to make me angry. Mainly, I just curled up into a ball most of the time. Hoped they wouldn't hit me. A couple of times they hit me, but it didn't do what they wanted it to do.
What did it do?
It hurt?
They were smacking you around for answers.
Yeah. It felt weird. Like, just being in the room felt weird. Like, I wasn't right.
And you sure you felt nothing?
Nothing. I mean, I felt weird in the room, but that's it. Like, I mean, they did things, bad things, but it wasn't, I don't know, it felt clinical, like they were trying to see how I would react. And at that, the door slammed shut.
Sage will give Bryce a look.
He gives a kind of a shrug. Both of you have been around weird stuff enough that it's just not bad.
Yeah, she's like, do you more of a look of not, is this out of the norm, and do you think this is her or something else kind of look?
He just shrugs.
She'll wheel over to the door to see if she can even see out in the wheelchair, if anyone might have been the cause of it.
No one there.
Does that happen a lot around you?
My apartment had a lot of had a draft or something. Every once in a while a door would shut or something like that.
I don't know if Sage would be able to do 2 + 2. Would I be able to make a roll? Because I'm sure the others have done stuff like this.
Give me a wits plus occult. No, your specialty doesn't count.
I know my specialty doesn't count. That is 1, 2, 3. That is 4 successes.
How many successes?
4, and they were all 6s.
Excellent, excellent. Yeah, like you've been around ghosts for months and months. You've been around ghosts. She's haunted.
Sage is just gonna give Bryce a look on like, that's probably why she was in there.
And Ollie, you are witnessing all of this unless you've turned off your ability.
No, I'm absolutely witnessing all of this.
Ollie is a nosy bitch. She wouldn't have turned it off yet.
He's gonna go over, like, lean over to Prunella and be like, "I think the ghost might be protecting Sarah."
Sage is gonna go open the door and see if it closes again.
It doesn't close. I'll say with 4 successes, you could tell that it probably was triggered by the fact that she was talking about something painful.
Interesting. You said you were in the foster system. Which one?
In Maine? Boston?
So you're not local.
No. Anyways,
I can relate to that.
do you think that my landlord probably thinks I ditched him?
We can, I'm sure, figure out a way to get your stuff all sorted out.
I guess so. I don't want to go back if they're going to come and get me again, though.
You wanna... I mean, I own the apartment building that the others stay in. You wanna stay there for a little while? Contact anyone you need to let them know you're okay.
Okay, I don't really have anyone to contact. My boss probably fired me.
Well, if you need a job while you're here, I own a shop. I got connections.
She looks around. I guess so.
Well, perks of dating someone who owns the joint. Well, someone's kid who owns the joint.
Bryce looks over. Don't listen to her. She's the one that's in charge.
But we can get you situated. We can get you set up. We can get you protection.
What's going on with the guy who looked like he was like an albino? But he wasn't an albino because they usually have like the pink thing going on, and he didn't have that.
That's Ronaldo. He has a condition.
Oh, okay. He seemed nice. The cow was nice.
He's a sweetheart. Oh, you met Daisy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a shocker when he brought her to his apartment.
That's not legal, is it?
Not technically, but she doesn't cause any damage, so
okay.
I just charge him the usual pet fees. If I even charge him, I don't even charge for Ronaldo rent.
I don't think you do. I think this is a losing proposition.
I think so many people have just been freeloading off of Sage. We're going to change that. We're going to change that. But no, if you need a place to stay, I can hook you up.
Okay.
We'll keep you safe. We'll help you get things sorted out.
If I can get a job, I can save up and I can pay rent and stuff. I'm a good worker.
I can set you up with a job.
Okay.
Flexible hours.
That's nice. I work convenience store hours, 60 hours a week. I mean,
No, I mean, if you want to work the 60 hours, I'll give you the 60 hours, but
he wasn't giving me insurance, so I needed the extra money just from the hours, you know?
I guess I'm going to be buying dots in stuff for the shop because now, fuck you, Jeremiah, with convictions.
Anyways,
we can manage something. I'll get you all set up and I'll get you the paperwork.
yeah. After a little bit, Gold turns up. Says, "You ready to go home? You seem to be in good enough shape to make it home."
Depending on who's driving, I feel bumps might still not be fun.
Yeah, I'll tell Anthony to be careful.
Oh, it's Anthony driving? Then yeah, I'll be fine.
Yeah. I had to have some words with Steve, but
I'm sure.
and he'll look down at Sarah and say, "It's been a pleasure to have you in my house. You can come by anytime. I always love having company. If you would like some lemonade to go, I'll make sure that I can put together like a to-go cup for you or something." She's like, "You don't need to do that. Thanks, though." Okay. And you look at Sage. Take care of her.
I plan on it. I have a feeling you'll be seeing her at the shop a little bit more.
All right.
We'll get it all set up.
I will. I'll come by once you've recovered a bit more. I think Prunella is about ready to peel the skin off of Steve if he keeps poking it.
When isn't she ready to peel off his skin? She'd probably turn it into a nice pair of leather boots, too, knowing her. Wear them down the runway for Fashion Week.
She is a scary woman. I've got feelers out looking for some of the others that are still missing. We'll see what we can find out.
Appreciate it.
Take your people home.
You don't want them trying to sneak around and getting all those secrets now, don't you?
Look, I already had to have a number of people in my employ relay messages because of any points at Bryce, like offhandedly, because of certain conditions.
Sorry about that.
It's all right. Things are complicated. Now, go home.
We're going. And she'll go over. She'll give Bryce a kiss on the cheek.
He's like, "I'll be there as soon as I can."
You were going to rest up and not rush.
Yes, ma'am.
She'll roll her eyes at that and motion for Sarah to come with her.
Sarah will dutifully come along. You find Prunella and Ollie in the sitting room. Steve is gone.
You two.
Gold's not there, I assume.
Nope.
I needed. Damn it! Can you? I'll text him later, I guess. Need a favor from Gold.
Ooh.
I've got Rex. I'm hoping he can help me with that situation.
Right. I'm sure he can pull some strings. You two ready to go home? I gotta
Taking her with
key.
us, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Sarah's gonna be living in one of the apartments, and I'm
I
gonna be
heard.
hooking her up with a job. Right, right. Of course you would have heard. How much of
Hey.
that did you hear, Mr. Nosy?
All of it.
She's
You're
super.
a better. Yeah, she's super haunted.
Is he saying this in front of Sarah?
Oh yeah,
She's like, what?
ghost. Like. Ooh.
Right. I was gonna let you settle in a few days and
Don't worry about it.
to
I have an idea.
let it be down, like let you know a little slowly. So you know those guys that had you locked up?
Yeah.
Let's just say they're ghost hunters, and they don't go about it in a very ethic way. Hence why you were locked up. And they possibly believed you were haunted, and I'm guessing it got confirmed. And she'll look at Ollie and Prue kind of like annoyed. Like,
Yeah, it's 3 of them actually.
We're subtle like barbed wire.
I don't know. I'm just from what you were saying, and did you? Do you think that maybe these ghosts are protecting you? It seems like with the gun going off and blowing up in that person's hand, and some of the other things you said, like it seems like was somebody like? Did you lose somebody who would want to protect you at some point? You said you didn't have family. I thought.
I don't have any family.
Huh. Well, I'm not a ghost expert. I just. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Let's get you back to the apartments, and
I'll get
maybe.
you set up in one of the furnished ones. If you need new furniture, we can go get you something more your style. I'll get you the paperwork for
Whatever.
the job.
I'm sure it'll be nice. Probably nicer than the stuff I had.
You'll get to see Daisy.
Yeah, you do get to see Daisy on a regular basis, and I'm sure Ronaldo would appreciate the company.
Can you cook?
I mean, I make ramen and such, but I'm not very good cook. I can't afford a lot, so I tend to.
Oh, you're not gonna have to worry about that much.
Yeah, just.
We'll get you ingredients. We'll get you some classes. You can cook for yourself, for Ronaldo, for. Yeah, that should be fine.
Okay.
Maybe whoever else Amelia has brought home and
Things can get better. We'll see what we can do. I do have a couple of ideas, you guys. You probably won't like the second one.
I'm sure I will love the second one.
No, I bet not. Well, Sage might like it.
Yeah. At this, Vincent shows up. I'll be right back. Hey, Sage.
Hooray.
Hi, Vinny.
You feel
Peaches?
better?
No, that was the other one.
That was Antonio. I'm feeling a bit better. A little sore still.
This is good old Vincenzo.
Yeah, Anthony was gonna drive. I asked if I could. If that's okay.
Why?
I wanted to check on Sage.
It's a nice family going on here. And she's just going to let it go and walk on.
All right.
Yeah.
It's too sweet. Prunella's not touching that.
So, as all of you go home, we are going to pull back a bit. We find ourselves in another part of the compound. We find ourselves with Steve sitting in what looks like a small office space in the compound. And standing in front of him in the shadows is a man. You don't really get to see him that well. You sure it's him? Pretty sure. He is traveling under an alias, but I think it's him. He's supposed to be dead. Vampires are supposed to be fake. Life is full of surprises. Why does this bother you so much, Francis? Oh, well, I rather like Sage. Be a pity if I had to kill her over this. And with that, we will end this wonderful story until next time.
Gonna eat him. I'm gonna eat
I'm
him.
gonna eat him. I'm gonna eat him. I'm gonna eat him.
It's gonna be the most delicious day.
We could.
I mean,
Thank
I'll
you,
show up for multiple reasons, but you guys can have a great time.
Thank you, everyone who showed up. I hope everybody had a good time. Everybody, introduce yourselves, starting with Sage, and we'll work our way around.
Hi, I'm Katie. I play Sage Ridley, the former Malkavian, now Caitiff Ghoul, who is just constantly injured because I don't know how to build characters for combat and go into combat. And I also help co-produce here. I have a bunch of other projects that I'll promote later because it's late. And I'm going to just pass it off to Mouse.
Hello, I am Mouse, RageMouxe on the things, and I am Prunella. I used to call the Ventrue Reject, but I really have just leaned into Ventrue lately. I actually like it.
I'm Wax, play Ollie, and I am going to eat him. I'm pretty sure. You can't mess with Sage like that. I mean, I don't know that he did that, but if I do,
yeah.
So I should have put the thing on to Steve. He probably would have a better role though. So
yeah. No, it might have not worked out so well. I'm Jeremiah McCoy, aka the Storyteller, aka Basics of the Game. And you can find me all over the place. And please come and check us out. Every Monday, there's a stream. It's either Newark by Night or the Black Rose Society, a 7th Sea progress. And every other Friday, we have another 7th Sea program, Blood, Fate, and Fortune. So please come and watch and enjoy yourselves. And thank you again for watching, and we'll catch you next time.